Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I decided to take up another challenge. A lot of you have been sending in your terrible loadouts that you would like me to try, and one of them was to use a bolt-action sniper rifle with the infrared night vision scope. And at first I was like, that's not gonna be too bad. I kind of like the infrared. This is gonna be simple. And then I tried it out, and it is bad. I mean, last episode I did, I think, frag rounds with the 870, which is an atrocious setup. I mean, it's one of the worst setups I've ever had in Battlefield 3. But this ranks right up there, and I'll go into more detail as to why, but it is really, really bad. So for today, I'm going to be using the M40 sniper rifle, and I thought that this was going to be a solid choice because of its higher RPM compared to the other bolt-action rifles. I knew I was going to need to play a little bit more aggressively because the infrared, if you've ever used it before, you'll know it loses its effectiveness the further and further target goes out. They don't have that nice green glow that makes them stand out at long range, and so I knew I was going to kind of need to play a little bit up close and personal to take advantage of it, and so I could actually see my target. And at first I thought that this was going to resemble a lot like the infrared for the normal weapons like the assault rifles and the SMGs and stuff like that, and I kind of like it when I use it on those guns. While you don't get the green glow at long range, I could still acquire target at those distances, and I really wouldn't have a whole lot of problem taking out people at long range when I was using assault rifles. But that is really not the case for this setup. The scope for it is also different. I'm not sure if you guys realize that, but it is a sniper scope, so it's got that nice cross in front, which makes it easier to line up targets. But the one downside is that because you need to get headshots with a bolt-action rifle to get that one shot, one kill, or for anything that's greater 10 meters, 15 meters, I'm sure you guys will correct me down below. I think it's 15 meters. Anything further out than 15 meters, you need to get a headshot, and when you are using this scope, trying to line up a headshot at anything long range feels almost impossible. And I was just staring at my screen and I'm like, is that a head? I can't tell. Like, I literally could not see what was out there, and that wasn't the case when I was using the assault rifles. While I couldn't see the target's head, I could still see their outline, and I really didn't have a whole lot of problem taking that out. But that was because I was using assault rifles, which are fully automatic, and that is not true for a bolt-action rifle. So that was definitely something that was quite infuriating and really frustrating about using the infrared with a bolt-action rifle. So as I mentioned before, once I discovered that going for a long-range target was just pointless, I tried to play up close to the chest so that I could get those one-shot, one-kills off, and so I could get the advantage of the infrared and see all the green targets all out in front of me. And maybe it's just me, and maybe it's just because I haven't played this game in quite some time, but I was having a hard time with the sniper rifles. I've been playing a lot of PlanetSide 2, I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty as well, and when I switch between games like that, when I try to use a finesse class like the Recon, it's tricky to get back into the swing of things. And I was discovering that I was having a hard time going on kill streaks, and I don't want to say it was a nightmare by any means, but it was quite challenging. I started to get in the groove, and I was able to get at least some fun gameplay. But yeah, it was kind of a challenge. So I'm not really even sure why DICE has this scope available for the bolt-action rifles. I mean, they're really truly meant for long-range engagement. I mean, you can play aggressively, and you can play that aggressive recon role, but when you really get down to where the class and these weapon excels, it's for long range. And when this scope, while it's clear that they kind of wanted you to have that pinpoint accuracy of a sniper rifle, but it doesn't give you the advantage of a sniper rifle because you just cannot see anything out in those distances. And so I I really do wonder why DICE adds these things into the game, or I know that they nerfed it, but why in the first place did they add something that has really no role? No one runs with the infrared night vision for really anything now, and especially for the bolt-action rifles. I like it on assault rifles and stuff like that. I've already established that in today's video and in previous videos, but it literally has no place for the bolt action. So I maybe they're just like, hey, this option's available to you. We have more customization, and that's really about it, because it plays no other role than that. And maybe that's why they keep it in the game. But it would be nice if, I kind of would like it to be buffed, because I don't think it would give people a very large advantage, but just to be able to see targets at a distance would be nice. But yeah, other than that, this is a terrible setup. I really don't have anything else to say. It doesn't do well at long range. I mean, sure, you can play the aggressive recon role, but there are a lot better setups out there that give you a lot more field of view than this one. And yeah, it's terrible, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I always appreciate it when you give my videos a rating and subscribe for more videos if you haven't already. But until next time, guys, have a good one and take it easy.